Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading. I hope you're all having an amazing day. We're going to see what you can expect for this week ahead, anything that you need to know or look out for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of your love and your support. And we celebrated 7 years last week. My very first live stream. If you were there, I appreciate you. Thank you for showing up. And if you missed it, don't worry, we'll be doing more lives in the future. I might do a live on the 28th, which will be the lunar eclipse in Pisces. We'll see. I don't know 100%, but just a little heads up, there's a possibility. There's a good chance we may do another live, so stay tuned for further details. And also, private readings are available down below if you'd like to book with me. Okay, so Gemini, let's take a look and see this week ahead for you. Lizard is your first card out. Tell me about the week ahead for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. The bee, the otter. Okay, seems like this week ahead you're keeping to yourself. You're doing your thing. You're busy doing what you love, doing what you enjoy. It seems like it's a nice time. Seems like it's a good time. You're chilling. Maybe there's something that you have taken a break from, or you've taken a couple steps back from a person, from a routine, from something that, let me see, crocodile, tiger, and the snake. You've taken a step back. Instead of repeating the same old, you're like, I'm going to react and handle things differently. I'm going to sit this one out. This time, I'm sitting this out. I'm going inwards with the tiger. This is all about observation. Same with the crocodile. So there's something that instead of just like jumping in and reacting, you're actually pulling back your energy. You're going inwards with the lizard. You're focusing on your own personal goals, your creative endeavors, just like laying low. The lizard is where you're not trying to draw in too much attention. Or right now is the time for you to focus on your own personal endeavors and kind of just get lost in your own world. The lizard is very low key, very like introverted or just like reserved. I'm getting an energy of just like reserving yourself, reserving your time, reserving your energy. Lizard and the otter, you're happy and you're enjoying life, but it's like you're not just trying to get a bunch of attention. Or even if like you have like social media, you might be called to not post as much or not share as much or not be so accessible. I feel like you're locking down on who has access to you. That's this energy here. Otter also does talk about like something that you're celebrating, something that you're working really hard for with the bee, but there's like a celebration here. I'm getting something about like a promotion at your job or getting some sort of like recognition. Maybe you're getting a raise. Maybe there's something good coming in, like good news. And it's just your hard work, your dedication, your consistency. There's something you've been really showing up for like every single day, even on like the days where you're not really feeling it or the days where you're like, I'd rather just not. You've been consistent. And this next week, I feel like there's some sort of reward or there's something that you'll be celebrating, a big or small win. It doesn't matter. A win is a win. So far, so good. So far, this week ahead, you're winning. You're really winning. You're around good company. And if not, you're just like vibing on your own, chilling on your own, and just doing what you love, doing what brings you pleasure. This is also a time to watch out of any burnout, overexerting yourself, taking on more than you can handle. But honestly, nah, I'm not getting that vibe at all. You seem to be getting a lot of like pleasure based off the effort that you've been putting into something that you truly do enjoy. Maybe it's time to like put it out there for the world for it to be seen by the world. There's something that you could be doing kind of like in silence or not many people know about. You've been keeping it on the down low. Maybe it's time to like express this, share this with the world in some way, shape, or form. What else is going on for Gemini for the week ahead? Show me clearly. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements for this upcoming week. What's going on? 7 of Cups, first card out with Strength, which is we're in Leo season. Maybe it's a time of testing your patience, trying to get clear of which way to go. There may be some things right now that are up in the air. Could be kind of overwhelming. Like you have a lot of options, 9 of Cups, but what's going to make you the happiest? What's going to fulfill you the way that you desire? King of Swords. We have the Star, Aquarius energy. Some of y'all could be connecting or dealing with an Aquarius, or you have an Aquarius placement in your big three. Your personal planets. Messages for Gemini. And the Eight of Swords. So we have a mixture of water and air. So this is our emotions. These are our thoughts. So those seem to be kind of conflicting, at least near the end of the week. There's something where you're feeling either stuck or trapped or restricted, and this could be relating to some sort of desire or wish fulfillment. You have two cards over here, Nine of Cups and the Star, that represent like your hopes, your dreams, your desires, your wants in your life. And it's also about like your authenticity and like your soul. Like, what does your soul crave? What do you actually desire in this life? And are you making excuses for yourself or telling yourself that it's not achievable, not possible, not realistic? Maybe there's something external from you that's making you second guess. We'll need to look a bit deeper into this, of course, and we're going to break this down more, just like giving you the first thoughts, first reactions to these cards coming out. We have the Moon at the bottom, which is that Piscean energy. We have that lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 28th, so this energy, as we're building up to that full moon, it's going to be quite interesting. It's going to bring up some intense emotions, Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Wands, maybe even a little bit of like defensiveness, or you're feeling vulnerable and exposed, and you just want to like shield yourself. Maybe that's why you're in this lizard hermity mode. We don't have the hermit out here yet, but that's Virgo energy. There may be this pull to like just guard yourself, protect yourself. Your emotions are transforming, or like your emotional state, how you feel about a particular situation or a person or like a significant event that took place. It seems like you're going through an inner shift and spiritual awakening, and it could be very overwhelming. King of Cups, Death, and the Devil. There's something in your life that no longer belongs, and it's become crystal clear. I think you're cleaning it up. Looks like you're cleaning up emotional attachments as well, or like addictive patterns, behaviors, beliefs. Devil, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups. Maybe this is relating to you and a potential love interest, or someone that you were together with, or maybe still currently with, but there could be some sort of realization like, yo, this is toxic, or hey, we both have things we need to work on. We both need to like heal and like forgive and show up better in this relationship. Like there could be these conversations taking place that maybe at first it's like you or someone else is like guarded, defensive, making excuses, blaming, pointing fingers, but overall like I'm seeing that there is like a lot of like love and understanding and compassion and like empathy, but it is kind of tense. There's a little bit of some tension. Therefore, we have the Lizard, which is like, okay, I'm just gonna pull back, I'm gonna do my thing. It's not personal. I just need some time. I just need some space to just clear my mind and get back in tune with me, because maybe you've like lost yourself in like other situations, other people. It's just like too confusing. It's too much, like too many moving pieces here with the Seven of Cups. So let's talk about this Seven of Cups. And we're going to clarify, and we'll like dive deeper into these cards as well. But so starting off with the Seven of Cups, like this next week, you have a lot on your plate, but especially on your heart. There's a lot of situations, a lot of there's these people that are part of this, and you're trying to like connect the dots or put pieces together, trying to understand like where things are going, what's the best path, what's the best option, if you have any choices coming up. I'm not really seeing that too crazy, but like, you know, what is actually going to make you the happiest when you're putting in this effort, when you're showing up at each and every day, whether this is like about your job, your career, if this is about some sort of partnership. It's like with the B, it's like you're consistently moving. There's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of moving parts, but it's like from the moment you wake up to the moment you lay your head on your pillow, it's like a full-on day. It could be kind of exhausting, but is this truly in alignment with you? Seven of Cups to the Nine of Cups. What is it that I actually desire in life? And is this enough? Is there a needed change? Should I redirect and focus my energy somewhere else? What am I maybe restricting or being very, like I'm seeing with the King of Swords, Nine of Cups, this like you have these dreams and you have these desires and these wishes, but the King of Swords, he's very realistic, and that is your element. It is air, which is your, you know, it's your element. You're an air sign. So you're in the right energy, I would say. I would say you're definitely in the right frame of mind, like looking at the facts. But like logic can kill dreams when you overthink things, and that's where this is kind of headed, because we go from the King of Swords, Nine of Cups, which is like, okay, this is what I desire, this is what I need to do to make this my reality. This is what needs to change, this is what I need to continue doing, this is the adjustment, whatever, right? King of Swords, he strategizes, he comes up with a plan, he uses structure and discipline, and he's really good at, even like, this has to do with collaborations or building something with another person. He's really good at leading. He's really good at just cutting out the bullshit, cutting out the distractions, cutting through any clutter, right? King of Swords to the Seven of Cups is like, he's very clear of what needs to go, what doesn't belong, what needs to stay the same. He's on point. He's very sharp shooter. And so this is good, right? Nine of Cups, King of Swords is good. Structure, discipline, hardworking. You see clearly how to make this happen. And then we have the Star, right? King of Swords and the Star. Is this an alignment? Do I feel good? Do I feel like this is something that is part of a bigger purpose, part of a bigger idea, a vision? You could be thinking a lot about the future, the next year or so, and even just like the next 6 months. You could be thinking a lot about what you want to accomplish, if this has to do with even like groups of people or society, or making some sort of global impact, helping in a way that gives back. It's not just going to benefit you, but it's going to benefit other people. But you might feel swamped or overwhelmed with this purpose, or with the Star to the Eight of Swords. It's almost like there's this fear of stepping up or stepping into the light or taking this lead. Or it makes me think of one of my Oracle cards or my Oracle deck. Maybe we'll use it in this reading. I don't have it out, but I can pull it out. It says, the card I'm thinking about is like, where are you being called to step up and lead? So I feel like for this collective, whoever you are, you're meant for more, whether you're thinking about starting your own business or going independent, or you and someone that you respect, like you teaming up and collaborating in some way, you putting yourself out there to be seen by the world, your talents, your gifts, your abilities, your knowledge, your skills, what you have to offer. You have something valuable, something very rare and valuable and one of a kind. It's unique, that deserves to be seen, deserves to be heard, deserves to be recognized. And I feel like you will have this positive ripple effect. But that Eight of Swords, you're psyching yourself out here. You're saying, oh, I can't. Like, what if I get rejected? Or what if it backfires? Or what if I'm not ready? You're just like, your mind is trying to keep you safe. That's your ego. Your ego's trying to kick in, prevent from like failure, hurting yourself, or something going wrong, right? But like, you're talking yourself out of a divine purpose. You got to get out of your own way. You got to get out of your own way. You got to lean into your heart. And the King of Swords, you know, he's not really the one to lean into his heart, lean into his feels, lean into his emotions. Very logical, very analytical, practical. So the Moon and the Ace of Cups, if you were to follow your heart, if you were to put logic and reasoning and facts aside, and you were to just tap into more like the mystical, magic, emotional, spiritual side, the unknown, where will that take you? That's scary, isn't it? Oh my gosh. The uncertainty. Walking a path that you have never gone down before. So even going back to that Seven of Cups, like, is this the right path? Should I go forwards? Should I make this move? Should I take this chance on this dream of mine? How can I make this the most successful? I want this to work out, but how? But how, Jade? King of Swords, well, you already got a good plan in mind. You just need to be brave. Stick to the plan, stick to the vision. We'll take a look into this Eight of Swords. Maybe there is something that you're not seeing. We'll see if there's any blind spots. We'll see like what this Eight of Swords could be talking or relating about. But the Moon and the Ace of Cups, it is all about honoring your intuition and your inner knowing. Logic doesn't make sense. Emotions don't make sense. You're trying to make it make sense, but at the moment, it's kind of like, you know, again, it's just like the unknown and the question of what is the next step. But you know what? With this Moon, you are being guided each and every little step that you take. Every step you take. I'll be watching you. Someone's watching you. Or you're like, I feel like I gotta make a good impression. If in case someone is watching my every single step, I gotta let them know, like, who gives a fuck what they think? Honestly, it's who gives a shit. It's not your business anyways. And their opinion on you isn't a fact. It's just an opinion. But for some reason that song came to mind. Every step you take. Your guides are watching you too. So you're like, who's watching me? What do you mean someone's watching me? Oh my God. Your guides are nearby. Your future self's looking back, watching you, guiding you, showing you, hey, Gemini, that path, that thing, that place, that person, that opportunity, it's speaking to you. Just take the one step forward, and then the next step will reveal itself, and then the next path, and then the next, and the next. You're being led down the right direction, whether you realize it or not. And for some, this could be in love, right? Ace of Cups. For some, this could definitely be in regards to a new relationship, romance. Maybe you're very single and you're like, Jade, no. Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands, absolutely not. Like, fuck no. Okay. All right. Or you're saying like they have to prove themselves to me. They have to show that they're worthy of me, my love, my time, my energy. Okay. All right. Have those standards. Know your worth. Know your value. Don't forget that shit. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for crumbs. Fucking dollar store. Like, low quality. Fuck that shit. You're better off alone. But Ace of Cups and Nine of Wands, this could be where you're struggling with intimacy. You're struggling to be like available, emotionally available. And we do have a King of Cups. So it's like you have armor this week ahead. It seems like when it comes to relationships, new connections, existing relationships, if there's anything from your past, I'm not really seeing that, but just throwing potential things that could come up. You seem to be very guarded. You're wearing your armor. And you got a lot of thick layer of protection. But deep down beneath that, you have so much to give, so much love to share, so much to express. But you're very grounded. You're very anchored. You are not like a pushover, or you're not easily swayed. Or, someone could give you a lot of promises and like speak these beautiful words and dreams and fairy tales, which is all lovey-dovey and great and beautiful. But King of Swords, you're not just blindsided and willy-nilly and naive. Like, you're not just gonna like go into things blindly. I think that's smart. I think that's wise, especially during this eclipse season. Always use your discernment, King of Swords. Use your discernment. So is there anything else I'm feeling from this before we clarify? Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands, King of Cups. I'm not really getting anything else. Okay. So let's clarify some of this. Seven of Cups to the Nine of Cups. Let's take a look at the seven first. Oh, look, I split the deck. King of Swords, Four of Wands. So this could be about like you're trying to get clarity of where you and another stand. What are their intentions, Jade? What do they want? Are we on the same page? Are we the right match? Are we compatible? Let's see. Seven of Cups for, I want to call you Sagittarius. Seven of Cups for Gemini. The Page of Wands. So you may be invited somewhere. There may be some sort of invite. You're on the fence about it. Two of Pentacles. Oh, here. Looky here. Hierophant. It did come out sideways. So not entirely upright, not entirely in reverse. It's like, I feel like you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It is saying that the Prince of Pentacles is a knight, to take it slow and don't rush in. Take your time. No pressure. Prince of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. You might have, you know what, you guys? You might have multiple options coming in, but this could also be representing just one person altogether. But let's see here. Let's see. So here's this invite. You've been invited. Here is a offer coming in. I have another way we can look at this, but the first thing that just comes to mind, I'm going to talk about it. Someone wants to see you. Someone wants to take you out. Someone wants to get to know you, whether this is more friendly or if this is about business or if it's even romance, because we did have Prince of Cups bringing in that romantic lovey-dovey shit. So, and this isn't just like one. I feel like there's multiple, or like there's a lot of things that you're calling in and attracting. And the Page of Wands brings in like harmony and fun. It's playful. It's very jolly. And it's kind of fits in with that otter spirit energy of like love and celebration. I think I already said that. I think I'm repeating myself. Okay. So you're on the fence about it. Page of Wands, so Two of Pentacles, you're weighing things out. There's one part that's saying, yeah, let's do it. Let's give this a chance. Let's see where this goes. And then there's another part where you're like, I don't know. This could happen, that, this. Like you're kind of going back and forth. You're weighing out the possibilities. You're looking at the potential options. And you're like, well, what's going to be the best fit for me? I don't know. And so Hierophant, not entirely upright, but not entirely reversed. You're on the fence about making a promise or making plans that you're not fully invested in. I'm not getting 100% just yet, right? If it's someone you're talking about marriage with, potentially long-term relationship with, maybe you're discussing the future, taking things to the next level, whatever that might be for you. For some, it's like moving in together. For some, it could be starting a family, whatever. You're not 100% sold. It's not 100%, unless it was a 100% like upright Hierophant, you'd be like, okay, you're thinking about it. You're like, yeah, I think I am leaning towards giving this a commitment, like committing myself to this. It's not like a no. It's not a hell no, but it's like, maybe we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. We'll see how it goes. And then if this has nothing to do with another person and it's all just about you, again, if this is about some sort of creative endeavor, a passion project, business, your career, potentially like launching something, putting yourself out there, you're on the fence about it. You're still like, this feels good, but also like, am I ready for this? Do I need more time? This is out of my comfort zone. Maybe I need to learn more. Maybe I'm not, you're trying to come up with all these reasons and excuses as to why you can't or shouldn't. And maybe it's reasonable. Maybe it's the truth and you need to listen to that, right? We'll have to see when we look into that Eight of Swords. But right now, you're not 100% committed or sold. You kind of have one foot in and one foot out. I would say you're like testing the waters. And that's okay, right? Seven of Cups, you need more answers. You need more time. You need clarity. Seven of Cups, it's not very clear. There's a lot of like, what if? There's a lot of projections. There's a lot of potential, but nothing set in stone. But the next card is the Nine of Cups, which would tell me, especially with the star, this would tell me that this is something that seems to align with your wishes, your wants, your dreams. So let's take a look into this Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups for Gemini. Ace of Wands reverse. Do you have the energy for this? Are you blocking yourself? Oh, my deck's... Oh, no, it's not. We have a Page of Cups in the reverse. Some of you, if this has to do with, like, love, relationships, you might be waiting on someone else from your past. You're like, wait, if I accept this new offer in love, then that means if this so-and-so were to return. Because I'm seeing that there's something coming up about someone you're not speaking to. Or this is something that just like was draining you. Wait anymore. Nine of Cups. Six of Swords. Spirit could be saying, hey, it's time to move on. Time to move away from the things that burn you out, that drain you. Nine of Cups. Oh, some of you are getting your creative spark back. Nine of Cups for Gemini. Queen of Cups. Some of you are getting your creative spark back. Your creative juices are flowing. Love that for you. After a stalemate, after a blockage, after feeling really stuck or low energy, not really motivated, just not present even, like you're just feeling like you're at a brick wall. You're like a brick wall. You know what? Use that wall to rest. But Ace of Wands reverse, Six of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. This is saying like redirection even possibly. At Ace of Wands reverse to the Six of Swords could be saying, let's shift our direction, let's shift our focus. The Queen of Cups is where we need to honor our instincts, our intuition, how we feel. And if something doesn't feel right or it's exhausting, it's draining, it's burning us out, that's probably an indication it's not really in alignment with you anymore. Maybe it was before, but it's just turning into ashes, or it's just not worth the return, the investment that you've been giving. It's just not the right match, not the right fit. This is with the Nine of Cups. So again, some of y'all, this is just about you getting your creative spark back. We have the World, the Star, and the Ten of Cups. You may have somebody here like completed your like certificate, or like you've passed an exam, or there's something here that you're finally like you finally completed something you needed in order to achieve or move to this next level, right? If this is about certain training you had to get done, whatever the case is, you've made it, you've passed. And this is that celebratory energy that we saw with the otter, right? Otter and the bee. Your hard work is paying off. There's something worth celebrating. Some of you could be moving. Some of you, there is this expansion when it comes to your home life, your family, and your loved ones. This is like a turning point in your personal life, which is beautiful. Aquarius energy as well. King of Swords. Let's take a look into the King of Swords. About the King of Swords for Gemini. We have the Three of Wands. So this is definitely like forward thinking, planning ahead. Six of Wands, so that you can guarantee like success in whatever direction you choose. We do have the Sun as well, which is Leo, and the Seven of Cups. So this is where, you know, when you're on the fence and you're like, I don't know, I'm not 100% sold, whether it was about someone giving you an offer, asking you out, wanting to meet, wanting to collaborate, wanting to hire you, like whatever the case may be, or if this is just about you, your own personal goal, and you're like, I don't know if I should or shouldn't. This is clarity about what the right choice, the right path is. The right path is being illuminated, and it's very clear of what is going to make you the happiest. Three of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Sun. You can't go wrong. Whatever you end up selecting, whatever you end up choosing, it's going to succeed. It works out in your favor. There's a lot of recognition. There's a lot of success. And I do feel, again, more of this leading energy. You may inspire other people, whether you realize it or not. You may not even, I feel like some of you could be underestimating yourselves, or like you're not giving yourself that acknowledgement of how worthy and deserving you are, and also how like intelligent and like you're a great speaker, or you're somebody that is highly admired, especially Six of Wands and the Star. Some of y'all literally getting a whole lot of recognition or coming into like fame or success, public eye with the Star, the Sun, Six of Wands. I would say this combination especially talks about like, you know, the limelight. Like some of y'all straight up, whatever that you've been too scared to present or put out into the world, or releasing that song, releasing that artwork, publishing your website, whatever, the book that you've been writing. This is your breakthrough to success, to being seen in the public eye. And that might scare you, that might intimidate you a little bit, right? Next card is the Eight of Swords. We'll take a look into that. But, oh, well, I guess it's the Star. But this is you unlocking something that is very important and very special and near and dear to you. Tell me about the Star. Five of Swords. You're proving people wrong. People that doubted you. People that abandoned you. Well, they're gonna regret it. If they don't regret it yet, they will. They want what they can't have. You don't know what you got till it's gone. I think there's something I had dreamt about. I had a lot of vivid dreams last night, and then when I woke up, like, they stuck with me, and then they faded away. But there was something about, like, not realizing what you have till it's gone. Like, I don't know. I remember seeing, like, a text or something like that. I don't know. That was the dream I had. It vanished from my mind after the day I've had. And that just came back to me just right now. I'm like, someone just realizing what they lost. What they lost. Okay. So, message for you as well. Look. Wow. Justice and the Nine of Cups in the reverse falling out. Some of you could be connecting with a Libra or an Aries. We have Aries energy showing up with the Emperor. So someone here could have thrown you under the bus for their own sake, for their own personal gain, turned their back, and maybe they didn't support you the way that you supported them in the past. Five of Swords can represent like a fallout, some sort of misunderstanding, or just like a betrayal. Honestly, betrayal and disrespect. There were harsh words that could have been said, gossip, something going on behind your back. And when we look at the Emperor, I mean, like, he has his back turned to the Five of Swords, where he's like, fine, like, I'm turning my back and I'm not gonna ever go back to that shit. Like, what's done is done. This could represent someone that's not taking accountability for their actions. You could have triggered the shit out of somebody and they didn't want to do the work. They weren't in a state where they were ready to face themselves, but you kind of forced them to. And I'm not sure why this is coming up here, but this is something. Oh shit, I knocked a card down. Where is it? The Queen of Cups. This is something that you're healing from. This is something that you're healing from because it's relating to some sort of injustice. With Justice reversed, Nine of Cups in the reverse. This is relating to some sort of injustice or situation that it's like something you wanted really bad and then it just never took off, or it like failed, or it was a disappointment, or it didn't meet whatever you were expecting. It didn't match your expectation here. It's like expectation versus reality. They just did not align at all. It was like the complete opposite. Something could have backfired. Oh my god, I just hit the mic with my cards. It's in the way. Okay. But yeah, the star can also represent healing. So it's like you could be healing from this situation that you thought you were never going to get over. And in a way, you're proving yourself wrong, but also you're proving someone else wrong who thought they would always have access to you, or that you would always be like wrapped around their finger. The star and the Four of Pentacles is at the bottom. So there's something that I'm seeing like you're still clinging on to, like an idea, a vision, a dream. You have not given up. Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Oh, and then this is a different message where probably connecting back to some sort of ending, loss, betrayal, injustice. Someone has not let you go. I would also read this Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords like holding on to a grudge. Shit, I almost dropped the card. Holding on to a grudge, holding on to a betrayal, holding on to the hurt that was caused, someone's pain that they inflicted onto you, and you're like, I'm never gonna forget. That's funny. And then I accidentally dropped the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, but it's like maybe Spirit says, hey, it's time to let this shit go, because the Eight of Swords, this is something that is like, it's like rent free in your mind, and you don't deserve that. Eight of Swords, let's see. And the affirmation for the Eight of Swords: I release myself from self-inflicted binds. Okay, so whatever that you have been putting your focus on that hasn't been good, it's been a distraction, it's time for you to release yourself from that, because it's like unhealthy attachments. The Fool. Spirit is wanting you to like start over, start fresh, start clean up your life. Six of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. It's honestly your call, it's your choice, it's your decision. You don't have to start over, you don't have to move on from this, but it's kind of saying, hey, it's time. The time has come. This lunar eclipse in Pisces is all about like that reset. Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac, which does talk about like completion and karma and endings and closure, and even revealing like your hidden enemies or shit that happened in the past that never were answered, questions that you always had that you never had the truth about. Pisces is going to illuminate whatever loose ends that need to be cleared up, dealt with. And so this is that turning point of like wiping the slate clean and starting fresh and moving on, a new chapter. And so it is showing like it's your choice. You don't have to stay stuck in this. It kind of just comes down to, what are you directing your attention to? What are you thinking about regularly, consistently throughout your entire day? Like, observe your thoughts. Observe your thoughts, observe what or who you're thinking about. You do have control over your thoughts. Eight of Swords, you're like, I don't have control, but you do. Spirit is saying it's time to branch out, it's time to expand, it's time to move in a new direction, even if it scares the shit out of you or it's out of your comfort zone, but challenge yourself, believe in yourself. Oh my god, I keep bumping the mic. It keeps getting bumped today. Six of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. This is just about like doing what's fair for you, and you know, other people too. Like, there's like fairness and stuff, but I also feel like when we look at how the Six of Pentacles is behind this guy in the Two of Wands, it's like you've considered everybody else so much. Now it's time for you to consider yourself and look at things for you for once, like putting yourself first here. And Eight of Swords, you're like, but I don't wanna upset anybody. I feel bad. I feel guilty. I feel like I'm being selfish. You need to be centered in yourself. You're the main character in your life, right? This is your life. This is your story. This is your experience. So that might be something outside of your comfort zone, but it's like you got to make a choice that's going to benefit you. And that will also have this positive effect on whoever you're dealing with on the regular, whoever you're in a relationship with, your friends or family. Like, it's going to have positive ripple effect when you choose yourself, when you do what's going to lead to like love and healing and happiness and just true alignment. How is that not going to benefit the rest of this world? It is. Okay, where are we at? 35 minutes? I should probably go. I should probably go. I'm hearing someone's like, no. Moon, Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands, King of Cups. Let's just look into this moon, Ace of Cups. Let's see this full moon that's coming up, what emotions this is going to bring up for you. The moon affirmation says, my intuition guides me to the right decision. And the Ace of Cups says, I welcome new love and trust what it brings. Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Cups and the moon for, I want to call you Pisces. Gemini. We have the Queen of Pentacles. One more. Moon and the Ace of Cups for Gemini and the Seven of Wands. Okay. And the Seven of Cups. 7-7 keeps on coming through in your reading a couple times now. Like 3 times. 3 or 4. I don't even remember now. Yeah, I think it was just 3. Okay. So I feel like this is saying the path that you're headed towards, the direction you're taking your life, the ways that you're leaning in, following your heart and your intuition, it is benefiting you. And you are also like looking out for yourself, protecting yourself. Something feels off or shady or suspicious, like, you know, your guard goes up. Seven of Wands. I also feel like there's a lot of like your family or loved ones are very protective over you. Or if not, this could be representing like a guide or your spirit angels that are around protective over you. But this is more like what's in your physical, tangible world. So I'm not going to like manipulate, change the meanings of the cards, right? Because the wands are our actions, and then the pentacles is like what's physical and tangible, but that's just like a little down low, little extra message, okay? This is saying with the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, because you have or you will be coming into a lot of abundance, a lot of like financial resources and like the riches and like just a lot of abundance. And Queen of Pentacles, she's naturally very giving, very healing. She will help out where she can. Like, you have a lot to give. There's a lot to spread, a lot of wealth that you can spread. But that Seven of Wands, like, again, use your discernment because not everybody deserves access to that wealth of yours. I actually had a similar situation like just a couple days ago. I was bamboozled. Someone took advantage of my kindness with my money, and like, it's fine. It's not even that big of a deal. It's literally, who gives a shit? But like the audacity that some people have, like the greed, oh, it's just insane. But it's fine. You know what? Saturn's retrograding. Daddy Saturn, he gonna get him. So Saturn rules like karma and stuff. So it's like, whatever. I ain't gonna sweat it. But yeah, be careful when it comes to like over giving, and especially with strangers, especially with people that you don't know. Do your research, do a little background check. I just was impulsive and I was just like, sure, let me help out. I don't know. Never mind. It's fine. It's literally fine. Who gives a shit? But yeah, like, have your boundaries, have your limits, and don't ignore the red flags. Don't ignore the red flags. I kind of did. I'm going to expose myself there, but I had this sensation. There's something I was like, okay, something feels a little fishy. And I literally felt this whole, like, I almost felt vertigo for a couple seconds, where I felt dizziness for a couple seconds, and then it faded away. I was like, nah, like, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Nope. I'm never doing that again. Like, I learned my lesson. Okay. We all go through it somehow, some way. Jaden, but you're a tarot reader. You should have pulled cards. I just was... It's fine. It's literally, who cares? It's fine. I forget about it like a couple days from now. It's just so fresh, so it's still in my mind. But be careful. There's some scammy assholes out there, so don't fall for it. Don't be like me. Okay, I love you. I'm gonna leave your rating here. I hope you have a magnificent week. Let me know how it resonates, and I will see y'all later. Have a blessed day.